Hey everyone, this is Evan. Welcome back to another video. I wanted to show you guys my 6-month Minecraft Forever World tour. The basics behind this was pretty self-explanatory. I started this Forever World with my brother Dylan about 6 months ago, and in that we decided, hey, maybe in 6 months we can see what kind of progress we can make. And so that's what this video is about. I'm gonna kind of show you a before and after. I found the seed for this world, and I wanted to show you guys the before and after with all these builds, and then we'll kind of go in depth with all the good stuff that we build and kind of some stories about it. And if you guys want to see maybe some behind the scenes of how this all was built and some of the funny moments, we can go over that. And if you guys want to play this world yourself or explore some of the secrets that we've kind of placed around, you can get it in the description. So check that out. That's also got the seed if you want to play around in here and see all the cool stuff this world has to offer. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for your support on the modded Minecraft series. Thank you so much for your support recently in general. It's been very, very nice. So I'm excited to continue on and do more stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. Thank you and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Minecraft... Wait till I'm done with the... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Minecraft Forever World 6-month tour. I'm very excited. I got Dylan here.
Hello.
So 6 months, kind of backstory to this 6 months. We took like a 2-month hiatus from the game. So this is technically only 4 months, but this is 6 months of the world existing.
Since world created. Yeah.
Yes. And I wanted to show this because this is one of our recent builds. I'm going to go into free cam here because it is very hard to show. But this is our dynamite TNT gunpowder farm. It is so complex. Not really. It's got 8 layers.
Not really.
It's got 8 layers of beauty. I built this here farther away from our homeland for a very good reason, because this place, according to this sign over here, is going to be called in the future home of Dynamite Bay. I came up with the name. I came up with the idea. I did all the hard work. Dylan did nothing, and I'm very proud of it. Dylan did a lot of the farm. Dylan did the outside farm. I did the actual interior of the farm to make it, you know, function, because rockets are very important. But I want to show this because we haven't started it yet. I haven't really gotten any inspiration yet. This was like the main thing I wanted to build here, so I'm very excited about this. Before we loot and explore that way, I kind of want to show off my gear at least. I'm gonna kind of just show off what I got. It's all maxed out. There's nothing more you can really get. The names are really cool. It's a helmet of salvation. This is all stuff of in Ephesians. These are new. These are new things I'm trying here. The food bundle and the essentials bundle. This kind of makes it easy to grab essential items, like if I need a crafting table or if I need an anvil or a furnace. Ender chest mainly.
Yeah, I think mainly, yeah.
And then food. This is just my extra food one if I ever run out of food. Pretty cool stuff. Nothing complex. So this is really our least progressed area. This has only the important farm.
Big build, but yeah, we only have farm.
There's not a lot of lore here. We're missing some lore here, which is going to be worked on. But something I'm very proud of. Oh, sorry. What? Oh my gosh, bro. For what? All right. This is my building. This is all me. Very beautiful. I'm very proud of this. It's not fully done.
Oh, I just added to it.
No, all me. This pathing is me. I did all the pathing here. This was all me. This uses some of the new leaf litter, some mud. I've never really used mud. This thingy. This what is it called?
Firefly bush.
Firefly bush. I love this. Look at the little particle effects. Hidden lighting under these moss carpets. Cool. It's not safe. It's not very safe. Thank you. It's not fully done. Again, this is 6 months. A lot of it was making progress in our gear and our farms.
Yeah, this is starting up the world. It's not much building.
So this is like this isn't temporary, but this is very starter builds in my opinion. This is probably the most I've thought about building in Minecraft in a hot minute. So
bad thing.
Yes, I don't build. I'm the gamer, you're the builder. So here's a little arch. Beautiful little arch here made by me. It's not done. It's very plain Jane, but it's got some moss. It needs some lighting. It needs some Dylan wants to put some like dripstone stuff on it, so We'll probably throw some of that down there to hang it better. Maybe some glow berries would look really cool. This is going to lead off into another direction, probably up that mountain towards that cherry blossom, or maybe over there. I don't know what we're going to build there, but something. Now, these are Dylan. This is all Dylan. These trees are all Dylan. I love these trees.
Very easy to make.
Very, very proud. Dylan is a really good builder. You'll realize quickly.
That is very flat.
You're not allowed to fix it. No.
No.
Yep. Deserved. Okay. All right. Over here again. This is probably gonna lead up to over there because there is a build that way. Not finished, but there is a build that way.
Finished.
But it is over there. So that's gonna probably path up that way and go up that mountain. It'll be really, really cool. Yeah. Let's head this way. All right. So this path is going to lead up this mountain and kind of.
I don't know how we're gonna do that though.
Yeah. It is a task at hand. This is just kind of a temporary getting the idea figured out. But up here across the way, you see some lighting over here. So all that lit up over there is the spawn area. That little gap right there.
Spawn.
Yeah, that's where the center of the world is, where everybody will spawn. If you have the world download, which is in the description, that is where you'll spawn. It is not really pathed out. I think I might do that before the world download finishes so you kind of know where to go. But right now, that is the spawn, which we'll fly over to real quick. It's nothing special. It's quite literally just some moss blocks.
I think we should have the armadillo in here since,
Yeah, this is where the world started.
We've trapped this dude, and he's been in here since. Here, I think it's over here.
Oh, yeah, our very first furnace and crafting table is over here somewhere.
Still here?
Yeah,
oh,
right
we're
over here.
Day.
Look at that. We're
Day
a couple
late.
days, or a couple
It's
days
fine.
late, but it's
6
okay.
months.
But our first crafting table and furnaces are built right here. But over here is the actual spawn. This little 4x or 2x2. This is the spawn 0, 0. And straight that way is where the chaos happens. But let's first go back to here, where one of our first real builds was created.
Yeah.
This is like our real first build, if I'm being honest. It is kind of simple. There's an up and a down. We're gonna hit the down to what I like to call the skeleton speakeasy. I'm not even gonna take a single bit of credit for this. This is all Dylan. Every single bit of this is Dylan. So Dylan, if you'd like to go into depth, but this is called the skeleton speakeasy. My name, by the way.
Speakeasy. A little bit of lore going on. So this is an underground bar. Now, like, where are we, Evan? I wonder. It's a skeleton farm. So, funny enough, right next to the skeleton farm is a amethyst geode, I think it's called.
Yes.
So we thought, hey, we need to make use of this amethyst, and so we made it as the juice of the bar. So it's kind of like a lore thingy right there.
Yeah, because we're not alcoholics. We're amethologists. Okay.
A little skeleton head in the back, just so you know. Evan, you can work on the lights. He did the redstone. He did do the redstones up here. But it turns off the lights and spawns skeleton.
Simple redstone, really. It actually
Simple
is.
redstone.
It's
actually really.
It's a torch. It's literally a torch tower that goes up, and then
it goes up.
It powers the lights. It powers the pistons. I said, Dylan, I want this bar. What is? Hey, buddy, are you?
I don't know. He's stuck here. He doesn't move. I don't know.
What are you doing? In the end, they end up here. They get funneled through this like water pillar and fall down just enough so that if you have sweeping edge or just a sword, you can kill them and you can get their levels and XP. We have plenty of bones. I mean,
as you can see, it goes up here. It's a little makeshift room for over here. We have hundreds of bones.
This is also our enchanting area. Small. When we only had this farm, this was our enchanting area, which, by the way, this sign is outdated. This is the enchants I was needing.
Enchants, yeah.
But I got them now.
Very
so
outdated.
I don't need them. But this used to be our thing, and you can see it's got like the amethyst is dripping down onto this. It's powering the enchant table. Just some, not even like lore, just kind of like cool stuff. Yeah.
Here we are.
This is the one that you walk into. Oi, welcome to the skeleton speakeasy. May I take your order?
Can I get 2 shots of amethyst geode?
Go to the back and get some work. Go Go to the back. But it's pretty cool. It looks really nice. I'm very glad Dylan can build because I would have never gotten this done. We're gonna head up this way, which again, none of this is really done. There's a lot that's not done. You're already kind of seeing over here where the build begins. But over here, this is something I've built that's not fully done either, but it's the start. This little pond, I think, is gonna have like a dragon stone structure in the middle with a little bit of water flowing out.
Like a statue?
Yeah. And the water will be coming out of its mouth or something. Something really cool. But this is all me. Azalea, nice little diorite. I've never really used diorite in builds. Some rocks.
Should. It's good luck.
I don't know how I feel about these like amethyst pads. They're kind of iffy on me,
like it.
but
Honestly,
it's not
I
too
like
bad.
it.
It's not too bad. But I never knew this biome existed. This is a meadows biome, which
Kinda
is
weird.
pretty cool. It's got like these blue flowers and this like very specific color type that I like. And you can kind of tell if you kind of just peek over there what kind of build I am going for. The Japanese style, as you can see from that giant tree, which we're going to get to in just a minute. But this is a little path that I'm going to kind of build across here, bring up. There's going to be a nice build up on this hill. But now we're getting to the meat. This is where we are at 99% of the time. This
Almost all the
beautiful
time.
down here.
Which we still do not have a bridge.
There's still
still no bridge.
no bridge, but I didn't
No
want to
bridge.
just there will be a bridge. I think by year
Yeah.
1 we'll have a bridge cuz
No, definitely.
this is
We have the design made, already thought of, and everything.
it's just
But
the
we just
resources
have
to make
do
it work.
Yeah.
But before we go there, I want to quickly come down here for an idea that I thought about today. Over there, I'm going to do a quick zoom with my FOV. You can barely see it, but there is a dock there, right there off of the beating path. So I thought with that dock, the idea was to have items or ourselves take the boats and bring it through here and maybe another dock here so that we can access the mainland. But I thought of something even better than that today. And it's this freaking cove right here. This cove perfectly was cut out that we could work on, which I'm still currently working on, just started today. This gigantic cove with, I think this grass is a little too wide. I'm probably going to cut it a little bit shorter, but I do like the idea that the grass can be walked on here and have this giant opening with some vines hanging down, some new blocks maybe. Just this big open hole with this cave. So here we are now with it. It's not done. I just started it today. I mean, the beacon was just built and destroyed right here just to get like the foundations. Now, otherwise, we're gonna head over.
Let's do yours.
Yeah, we'll start with mine because it's up on the top of this mountain. This is where home is. This is where everything has been built so far. You're kind of getting a sneak peek of some great stuff. This is a pathing that I've made. This is going to lead off to all our areas, but this is like a Japanese path. Let me know what you think about it. It's very unique. I tried to decrowd it because there was a lot of bamboo, so I've kind of taken a lot of it away and shrunk it down and tried to make it a bit more... I don't know. It was too cozy and then it was too wide, so I tried to get like a good So I tried to widen it out. It's a little path that's going to lead to my main base, my main starter base, which
starter base. We both have starter bases.
This is my main area. This is my little coved under part area. There's some bees flying around. There's a nice pond. There's these nice little baby trees. I got 2 little cats. This one's supposed to be sitting. Sit. Over here is my little chicken farm that is producing copious amounts of eggs. Decorated pots. Love these.
I haven't made any of these.
These are so cool. So cool.
I never knew that. I never saw this. I like this. This is cool.
Yeah. I say I'm a pretty professional builder. I've never used copper bulbs. Started using them. I glazed them up so they always stay at this pace because I think they match the jungle pretty good. Thing is right here. This little thing is here if you want to add more chickens. But if you add any more chickens, if you add more chickens, they die. I didn't even mention the main cool part of this. This is my own. This is like my big first build I did in the game in this world, and that is my cherry blossom tree. It could do better. There's some things I don't want to remove it because it was my first time building something like this. It's pretty big. I'm gonna go in free cam. It is needing more lighting like it does here. You know, there's some lighting hidden in here. I think it needs more lighting on the front. I fluffed it up a bit. Yeah, these are all cut down leaves. There was no getting around it. So super cool. I love how it turned out. I think it could be thickened up a bit more in certain areas, but so far I'm like, I love
an overgrown tree. Yeah, I like
it's a overhanging cherry blossom tree. It looks really cool, and it's gonna go great when we have that bridge. Everybody say hello to my friend Carol. Hello, Carol.
Funny story about that, dude.
Carol, there's no funny story. Carol is Carol, and Carol the camel is sick, okay? Do not judge Carol the camel. This is where our villager was once staying, down here. He is no longer staying there. He's now at the speakeasy.
He's not the speakeasy.
But this is my main home, this little cave. I have not moved out of this cave. Now, I'll tell you the funny story about this. If I do show you guys the footage of me living in this area, it did not look like this. It was chest here, chest there, chest up here, chest here.
It's a chest monster.
No blocks. This was not here. This was all stone and coal, and it didn't look good, okay? And I wanted to have a base, so I decided this is already my base because it's got all of my chests and all of my goodies. So this is my home. I got a painting, Ender Dragon head, some music to play, which we'll play while we're just kind of walking around. Bed. Yeah, a little bunk bed here in the corner. It's not very practical, but it works. Not organized. No organization.
I showed him a video of some horrendous storage, and it looks the exact.
This is, and there's nothing.
The good chest. There's a freaking rock on it.
This isn't my good chest. This is one of my many chests. There's no good chest. This is my chest, okay? So down here, we explored recently as well. This is our little caving area. I'm not going to show too much of it, but I do want to show, like, where we first ever mined down to. I kid you not, we found an ancient city, which we have now luckily looted.
Mostly you. We both did a little bit.
Yeah, I looted this. Dylan left me for the grave. Wardens spawning everywhere. Down here's our little strip mine. It goes down to the diamond level. But alongside this, while trying to find other things, we found a trial chamber, which I don't want to activate right now. It's activating. I don't want to activate it. I'll just go free cam. This trial chamber is connected to the ancient city. The portal goes through the ancient city.
It literally generated
through the thing.
Right. This is so weird. Like, look, like I'm looking on free cam. There's like, you can't break this block. Like, this is like a bedrock block. It goes straight through the trial chamber. Like,
yeah, it's cooked.
Or you're not gonna show the.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I have something to show you guys. I've seen some farms of people like, this is how you get Wither Rose the easiest way. Well, with that chicken farm I had, I was like, that's lame. I'm going to do it my own way. And what? Okay, you're kind of getting a sneak peek here. Hello, guys. How you guys doing? I was like, that's lame. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do it the cool way. And that cool way is by...
They're breeding!
So there's a couple of...
Whoa, there's 4 stacks of freaking eggs in here.
So we're probably going to add...
Look!
We're going to add a few more. We're going to add a few...
Look at that!
There's a few chickens down here.
There might be a few chickens in here.
I said I'm going to move them off of that.
There's so many.
Oh, gosh.
How do you see how many entities are in here?
I'm going to say there's at least 100 of these guys. Yeah, on my screen currently is 191 entities. I don't know if that's how many chickens there are, but if I'm not mistaken, everything else you're about to see is...
Some of the stuff you did was...
I forgot. There's some
redstone.
Other stuff. Yeah, the other stuff I have built,
and,
but yeah. But that's like where I've lived. That's kind of me. This, thankfully, was built by my good friend Dylan here. I love it, and I hope he helps me build more of them over in that area, because I'm, as you can definitely tell, going for this Japanese build idea. So there's going to be some Japanese buildings here, mainly over there to keep Dylan's area nice and full. But other than that, that's all of my area done. It's a Japanese style build, and then we're going to start moving on to a different area when I'm done. But Dylan, take the reins. It's your turn.
All right.
All right, we're done. I'm not. I don't care.
All
Okay.
right. I was like, I want to challenge myself a little bit, so I used the most unbeautiful. No one ever builds there. A swamp. I never built swamps. I never wanted to. So I was like, let's build a swamp. So here's the starting area of the swamp as power lines.
I love these power lines. They're so cool. You should have seen the original power lines. They were.
Oh yeah, they're horrible, honestly. So this area, to give a little bit of explanation, exact mix between Japanese and like greenery, so it's hard to like visualize. Plus we have farms everywhere. It's nice 6 months in, so stuff is everywhere, but it's the mix between Japanese and a swampish area. Remember, the first build I did there in my area was our pond, because I needed to do how I did it. So I built a little spire pond with the looking back now, an okay tree. It's a little spire pond. I don't know what to do with it. I just kind of like the rock. Okay, so we got a little little sheep farm. I've been cranking up the wool with.
Dylan is enslaved. Criminally put these guys into prison and forced them to shed forever.
Multiple colors.
Yeah, these guys have been multiple colors.
This dude. This dude's been white.
These poor freaking souls, man. Dylan's
we need the
I feel bad for the happy gas, and then turns around and has these freaking builds, bro. Like,
but anyways, yeah. So put a little pondish, or honestly, it's just a swamp. So I went with mangrove trees. We have our little friends, the two friends. We got Frank.
Hey, Frank.
And we got Hank.
Hank doesn't like me.
But mine's not so typical pathway. Parkour. You have to do parkour to do parkour in my house. Indeed.
So hard.
Okay, where are you going? But yes, as Evan's showing, I do have a little actual working sailboat in my little pond. Got inspiration online. I thought this is awesome. It's a little, he likes crash land, not really crash land, but he like hit the little tiny land.
It's a very simple starter base, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a starter base that looks. I mean, if you remember where mine is,
mine's a house compared to yours, where mine's a shack. I wanted to make a very big tree, but I was like, I don't want to have just a tree doing nothing. So I didn't have my own enchanting table. Before, we had a group enchanting table till we were rich.
Yeah, so like we are now. Gosh, we're just so incredibly rich.
Also, you can walk on it and make the noises. But yeah, it's a little enchanted tree.
This is really cool. How are you gonna walk right past this? This is really cool. It's level 30, so you can do a level 30 enchant. Yeah. And it's got like this cool like drippy effect.
I don't know how to explain my builds. I just kind of do it, you know. Knock knock.
So, oh my! I never saw this, bro.
So I might have a little bit of a problem with my chest. I got 4 almost double chests.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
I just kept it running for like maybe a month. So we got like all the dimensions. So we got like end, the overworld, the nether, and then just Mojang. Yeah, just it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I have this somewhere. I know where mine is. We'll show that. We'll show that real quick.
Okay, show them that.
So this is me, all me, zero Dylan help.
Okay, sure.
So Dylan found this farm online, this iron farm that sadly in 1.21.5 does not work.
Well, it works, but it's slow
it's slower. Yeah, this thing was producing mega amounts of iron. The idea behind it was the green is like the vines on the. This is loud. Hold on. This green is like the vines coming off of an iron golem. The red is like the little poppies. The bone blocks, the quartz, the diorite, all the colors of like iron golem. You know. Basically, what happens though, you can see it right here. This iron golem would spawn, and in the older versions, they would get instantly teleported into the portal. But now portals don't work like that. See, I'm standing here on the edge. I would normally be teleported, but now I don't. So now you basically have to pray they get pushed in or they walk in themselves. So it's kind of broken, but it still technically works. Just a lot slower. I'll quickly show that we have plenty of villagers.
Oh, yeah.
I said I was never going to do this, but we needed the villagers. So we have...
Might be a little too much.
Infinite of these guys. They are starting to slingshot each other. There's about 30-something villagers here.
30.
Maybe 50.
I'm looking here. There's like 49, 52, 56. Yeah, there's a lot of villagers in there.
Yeah, so we're gonna. I said I was never gonna do that, but we needed the villagers, so they are all there.
But yeah, this little area right here is the hardest part, only because it's just the mix between two genres that are so drastic. It's like it's two completely different ones.
And that's why I'm loving this, because it's two things that don't go together that we're making go together.
Over here is my little farms that I've been making. Evan had an idea. I don't know. I thought it would be cool to introduce. We have a redstone city we're gonna make in the future, and I thought we can make like bigger versions of like these type of farms, but in like skyscraper. But I think it'd be cool.
Well, we have the yes.
Does it work? We have 3 cactus.
This is our 6 months. We have netherite armor. This is our cactus farm.
I literally had 1 cactus to my name, and I said, "This is so."
This is our cactus farm. Good lord, this is our farm.
Oh, I know what I completely forgot. This little pond that I made, when I did it, I didn't have this, but I made a river that extended along this way. So I thought, let's make an underground little entryway.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Over here, let's take this path actually.
Yeah, the sick path.
I'll path into this.
I made this.
Actually,
Do you guys like this? I made this. This is me. Okay. Sorry.
I did the credit, guys. It's all me.
This is me. I did it.
We have still here since basically day 1.
These poor cows.
The treacherous cow farm.
These poor cows, man.
They will be moved. Beware, they will be moved.
Yeah, there'll be a more variety of cows, and they will be moved.
Yes, I have it already built in my creative world.
It just hasn't been done. Okay. Oh, me. This is more of me.
This also more of Evan.
A glowing tree.
Did you?
Don't show them. No, don't show them. Anyways, over here, look at this.
Smelter.
Yeah, doing for like 5 days. Evan, I need to make glass fast. How do I do it? Well, I'm very proud of this. This is all, the only part I had to look up is for some certain things, but there will be a town. You can, I mean, technically you could, go ahead, sir. Yep. Over here is the barn, which we're going to explore next. But first, I want to show you the smeltery. So this is a fully functioning automatic smeltery. And this was all me. The build was Dylan, but the actual concept behind it is me. So I'll break it down. In most smelteries, you normally have a big furnace array, and then it all comes to one chest, and then you get your loot, and that's it. Well, ours is a little special, okay? Ours has a really cool, fun feature that I'd like to show you guys. That is the most
unorganized sand. Keep going.
What? It was just sand.
Sand and dragon.
Oh, dragon's breath, yeah.
Keep going. It's like, oh, guys, I'm so organized.
I forgot the dragon's breath was in there, okay?
Keep going.
Okay, so this build, I'll give all credit to Dylan. This build looks so good. I told him, I was like, my concept of an idea is that I want to throw items into a furnace build that will automatically be smelted quickly and shot out of the furnace.
Which I think is an awesome idea.
So there's this isn't fully interior detailed. It's kind of just
nothing right now.
Super simple, but the actual like gradient colors and stuff and all that looks really, really good. Love how Dylan did this. But this is where the main machine works.
Here's our, if something breaks, go down there and fix it.
Yeah. So I'll kind of show how this works in F4. This is what I'm going to do. Dylan, can you throw this in there when I tell you? So the idea is you're going to put the items in that chest, and then you can come out here and wait for it to drop out. By the time you get out here, they're supposed to fly out. But Dylan, if you want to go ahead, I'm in free cam. You can go ahead, throw the items in. So what happens is down here is the actual farm. We have these mine carts that come up that fill up in these chests. They launch, go across the array, same as a farm would normally. Okay, nothing special here. This all is normal. Okay, picks up the loot, goes into the furnaces and smelts. Now this this hopper mine cart gets broken. All the items drop out, which we'll see in just a second. This one's picking up the items now. And what it does is it's reusing this. it gets broken. The items get shot into this tunnel, come up, and shoot out. Hang on. Boom. Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? Okay, Dylan, what on earth are you doing?
That's still stuck.
It does about a stack in a couple seconds. I'm not going to say it's like 5-10 seconds. It takes a minute, but
yeah, it takes a little bit.
But it's faster than putting them in the furnace and then waiting. It would be 10 times faster if you didn't wait for it to shoot out. Like you just heard that.
Oh yeah,
there should be some
you would
coming
instantly
up.
get it as soon as it's like smelted. But
yeah, but this is a cooler way of it coming out, which I think all of it's already in here. Half of it, the other half's coming. Oh, it's in my inventory right now. It landed on me. So it does a full stack pretty darn quickly. You lose a couple seconds because it's doing this cool functionality thing. But I think that adds more fun to the build. So I'm very happy we got that working. This was a nightmare to get done. To get it looking good, because Dylan did this interior in here and it looks so good. Now for our last build here in the overworld. I don't know why I built it on a super flat and I put shaders on, and usually I kind of build with shaders and without. Like I kind of like go between if I like it without and in. That's the kind of the goal. But as soon as I was done with it, I was so happy with it. It's one of my first ever builds where I don't see, I mean, there's probably flaws in like pro builders, but I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. Usually I'm like, oh, I can fix this. Maybe I can fix this. I just love, really. I love it. But so our barn is supposed to hold, if I take the explaining, it's supposed to hold all of our horses and sheep. Horses and sheep. The sheep is in the back, as you'll see. But I built the stables as this is the way you use it. There you go. That's the words. Is already built. This is all it is. It's just a stable with horses. This is my boy, Larry. With one R, by the way. Larry with one R.
Bro, I love this build. It just all came together so well.
Yeah, this one's super sick.
Man.
This back here is super dope.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a giant pasture to hold animals, and we got some sheep in here right now. Soon we'll have the mixture of all the cows, the warm cows specifically, and pigs. But right now they, because we built this in 1.21.4, mobs that spawn around in the area now are not the right ones, because they are all not the. This area is all where the neutral spawns of the animals are. We have to go a bit further to get the warm animals, so we'll get those soon. As you can see, we are on the nether roof. I love the nether roof. I am going to give you a little bit of a heads up. This is going to be, everybody has a nether hub. I don't really care for a nether hub. I like wherever you are in the overworld, you can have a train system that comes through the nether to lead you to the place. I don't really care for the nether hub. I think the nether area is too dangerous to have things. The idea is that you can get anywhere through nether portals, but only by train station, and you have to buy tickets. It's really cool. But we have some signs. I'm not going to show you the sand duper, but basically there's a duper for some sand because we needed some sand. This is our iron golem one, which you can see we've taken a lot of iron from here, but I mean, this is still auto crafting the iron into iron blocks, and I mean, we have plenty of it.
This is a lot of iron.
Over here, this creeper farm, when it's working, it's working.
Oh, dude.
I watch it in free cam, brother. It goes crazy. We haven't AFK'd in a minute because we haven't needed it in a while, but look at all this freaking gunpowder. With all that, it's going to be very good with our sand duper, because we've mined a lot of sand, but I also like the look of the desert, and I have an idea for the desert. I don't want to have to ruin our closest desert, which is like 2,000 blocks away.
2,000 blocks away, sadly,
So we made the sand duper, which I'm not a big fan of duping a lot, but I am when it comes to making builds good. All right, and the last thing I want to show, which again was basically my idea, but Dylan put it into life. That's like a recurring theme you're gonna hear, is that I have a great idea, but I can't execute it with the building materials that I have. But Dylan has the better mind. Oh no, here's another transition. Okay, this is our end portal. Nothing too crazy, just in the middle of the water. End portal. We haven't done anything crazy with it, but. Yeah, this it's
changed since we beat them.
It's pretty self-explanatory. But the farm I want to show is in here. This is where our duper is. You can see we've been doing sand and gravel. But over here, you can kind of already see it. Over here is our Ender farm. This thing is so cool. You can kind of see it right here. It's literally an Enderman face.
It is a underway. You're like, that kind of does not look like an Enderman. Well, if you turn around, it's sitting or fly, or yeah, free cam. It is a Enderman from this view.
Love to look at that.
The reason why is when you fly above it, it's supposed to be like flying towards it.
Yeah,
from the end portal.
You'll see it
as,
from flying in. But this is where I get my pearls. This is where we get all of our XP or repair our tools. Nice little enchantment table area that's spawn proof. It's got some extra books in here. Anvil that we'll need to replace soon. Ender chest. Super sick. Otherwise, I think that's everything. So that's going to do it for our 6-month world tour. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of what you want to see us build. If you guys want to see some of that progress live streamed, go check him out in the description. And yeah, this is our 6-month world tour. I'm very proud of it. So thank you guys so much for watching this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the 1-year tour, or hey, maybe some progress videos. Take care. Peace.